Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
I'm the distributor, and I wanted to just call, if you have a moment, to talk.
I do.
To let you know what to look out for when the driver shows up, when the carrier shows up. I usually don't. It's not my department, what freight looks like when it shows up. I don't make these calls, but these are wood doors. They are very fragile. They're very, you've got trucking companies, and this skid has probably gone through 3 or 4 terminals by this point with, 20-year-old kids operating fork trucks. So I wanted to say, when you sign that bill of lading, you need to be 100% sure there's no problem, because at that point, I can't call them up and say, hey, man, 2 days ago when you delivered this stuff, there's damage. I can't advocate on your behalf once that paperwork is signed. And I wanted to say, do not sign it until you're positive it's all good. If there's any indication on the outside of the skid that something even as much as breathed on it, inspect it. If the driver is in a hurry, that is suspicious behavior. Some drivers, just want to keep moving on their day. Other drivers are extremely helpful. The bottom line is, I'm not saying that the driver's going to have any knowledge about that load. He probably won't, that skid. But he's a company man. And,
I got you.
Okay, so the bottom line is, those doors, this company who's, made the doors, they've been in business for doing this work for over 70 years. These guys know how to manufacture wood doors, and I've been using them for 30 years. Their doors are furniture quality. When that stuff leaves the factory, it's inspected. Every door gets looked at, so they know when it's left. It's left. If you have to make that driver wait and stand there, if you have to have a weird situation with him that you're saying, I'm not signing this until I've inspected these doors, then that's what you do. Don't sign it, because it didn't leave Wisconsin damaged, and if it arrived to you damaged, that's where it happened. So
these doors are going to come in one crate, correct?
Because I think there's only 12. Generally
there's about 12 of them.
Yeah, 20 is the cutoff when it comes for maybe 2 skids. That should just be 1 skid, 1 crate. Those doors.
So then what? Go ahead.
I think those doors have a pre-finish on them as well, and if they do. They'll probably be in bags, giant bags that doors slide into. So they'll be protected with each other, which makes it. If you've not slung doors, carrying very heavy doors wrapped in plastic bags is a chore. I had a job of 200 doors go to Southeast Florida, and they've got the painters and the landscapers humping indoors. They damaged those things all the way through, and it was plain sliced, slip matched maple. And a week later, after they've signed, received delivery and signed the paperwork, there's nothing I could do for that guy. There's nothing I could do.
I understand. So what we're going to do is, when the doors arrive, the driver's responsible to take the crate off the truck, correct?
Well, the way that I always specify it, not always, but in this case and many others, they need to show up with a pallet jack and a lift gate and the delivery appointment, so they just don't show up. That guy's responsibility is to get it off the tailgate down to street level. He's not responsible to drag it anywhere.
This is a sidewalk delivery.
Yeah,
so
he'll get it down. Yeah, he'll
now once he gets it down,
then at that point, he's not obligated to move it anywhere. If you had a bottle of Coke there and said, hey, can you drag that 10 feet for me to make it a little easier? That kind of stuff. Drivers are usually pretty cool about that. A bottle of water, goes a long way. But
no, I understand that.
Yeah.
What I'm going to ask is, when he drops the crate off, I'm going to, in order for me to inspect the doors, I'm going to have to uncrate them on the sidewalk.
Absolutely.
Inspect them, correct? So
Absolutely.
he will wait, because I will not sign the ticket until we do this, correct?
He's not going to leave it without getting a signature.
Very good.
And, you know, sometimes these drivers, you know, the vast majority of them are really nice people, but you get a couple of them and they just don't want to play ball. And the guy's got to understand each door is, I don't know, say $1,000, because
Correct.
transfer of ownership occurs at the moment that paperwork is signed. I don't care what hurry this guy's in. I don't care where he's got to be. I don't care how many other people he's got. If there's any damage, if that crate shows up and there's any visual damage, my suggestion, refuse it outright. Don't even touch it. Take it back. Because
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what would be the lead time if that was to happen, to get new doors?
In the extreme unlikely event that is the case, which, you know, there is freight damage, it will be reasonably obvious. If there's anything that's out of place, it has to be, in my opinion, is that it gets utterly rejected. Or what you can do is sign it, indicate on the paperwork damage to the crate subject to further inspection. Every time that when doors come here, I have one of my coworkers with his iPhone running. I'm videoing everything.
Well, that's what we're going to do. So let me ask you, if I see the crate is damaged, can I uncrate them and inspect the doors? And if one or two are damaged, can I at least take what I need so I can get this job finished?
You can.
What I need, Rich, what I need is this. Right now, 4 doors, 4 offices are ready to be moved into.
Yeah.
So I definitely need 4 doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can absolutely do that, but you will have to indicate everything on the paperwork. Make sure that you get a legible copy of it, because if you don't have proof, sometimes the carrier in a damage claim can't produce. What they're going to tell me is, send us your copy of the bill of lading, and if I can't produce it, all of a sudden theirs doesn't exist either. So
no, so he's going to have a copy for me, and I'm just going to write everything on both copies and just keep mine. Correct?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So when you do that sort of breakdown of the skid, it's not going to be a sense of being able to go through all of them and then sending it all back. You'll have to receive the material. The carrier will be off the hook in terms of freight damage at that point. The issue that you'll have in doing this is the manufacturer is going to say, listen, when it left here, I've got video. There's no damage. So the problem with doing that is the carrier has been absolved. You're taking all of it, and the manufacturer is not, is.
So basically, you're saying if the crate is damaged, I have to refuse to accept them.
You have to, in order for you to not have any trouble, you have to refuse it outright. Whether it be, we had to take what we had to take. Well, the carrier said you signed the paperwork, and the manufacturer can prove it didn't leave their facility damaged. But what would happen if I was to uncrate them and see that 4 doors are damaged? At that point, say I have video of this, and I take the 8 good doors and leave them the 4 bad ones. Then it's going to be an instance of having to buy 4 new doors.
Really? They won't pay for the damaged doors?
Well, because the manufacturer is going to be able to. The manufacturer will take the stance that they were accepted. They didn't leave their facility damaged. A company who has been doing it for 7 decades.
Right, but I'm saying it was damaged. Isn't the company going to do that anyway if they're damaged in freight?
But the bottom line is they can file a claim with the carrier at that point when they're refused, because when you sign it.
So in other words, they can't file a claim with the carrier if I just refuse 4 of them.
Exactly. It has to be an outright refusal.
Okay. Well, I'm not. Let's hope that the crate isn't damaged.
Yeah.
Now you're saying damage like by a big, like if I see a scuff or something on the crate, that's not damage. If there's a hole in it, or if it's really, it's a wooden crate, correct?
Yeah. Absolutely. They do ship that material to survive, because if they didn't, the carrier would say it's insufficiently packaged. We're denying your claim. You're looking for any breach, any break. I don't know if it's OSB.
Like if I see a forklift hole in the in the crate, then it's going back.
It's going back, right? Because that fork went into the crate and it destroyed whatever it touched. Now but absolutely video everything. There's no harm in that. And if the guy's camera shy, say just step out of the camera, because you have near priceless furniture quality woodwork in that crate, and it's
very good.
And I will be here all day Monday. You can call me. We can FaceTime. I can get the manufacturer on the phone, because if there was a situation where you've got it all recorded, I can call them up and say, right now, the guy's trying to deliver. This is the situation. What is your position? So whatever it takes to make this thoroughly successful, put me in the game, Coach.
You got it.
I'm ready.
I appreciate it, Rich. I do.
Yeah.
So you're Rich. You go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I hope not to talk to you on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. So you've dealt with my partner, Frank, right?
I believe it was me who spoke to him originally about these doors, yes.
About the door, right. Okay, so he's out of commission for a while. He's having surgery tomorrow. He has a perforated bowel, so he's not in too good a shape right now.
Well, at the end of the day, these are just doors, and I realize that they're more...
Right, they're just doors. But still, okay, I think we'll be fine.
Organ transplant, but at the end of the day, they're just doors.
Okay, so I appreciate that you called me, and I will take this under advisement, and I'll do exactly what you said, and I'll keep you informed. And when we do, after the delivery is over and all of that, I'll just give you a call to let you know everything's okay.
Sure. And
okay?
The moral of the story is, whatever mood the driver is in, take that back to wherever you're from, because,
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
What?
Have you and your team there, and one of them running an iPhone with videoing everything?
Yeah, we will.
Yes, sir.
All right. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve. Talk to you Monday.
Okay. Thank you, Rich. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.